Well, hey everybody, welcome back. So this is where I left you in the last Plan With Me video, the Thanksgiving week. This is how it turned out at the end of the week. I really like how it turned out. We had a nice, very small Thanksgiving, just the two of us here in our apartment. Got to watch the Thanksgiving Day parade on YouTube, cooked a lot of great food. The Animal Crossing Turkey Day event was very cute. And I just marked that it was our first Thanksgiving with these cute cat couple having dinner together, and I got to Zoom with my family. So it was a nice week off of classes as well. Got a lot of grading done, which is good because it's the end of the semester now at this point. I also played some Among Us with Nathan and some friends, and we got to decorate for Christmas because I was a little more on top of it this year than I was last year. If you'd like to see our Thanksgiving weekend, so I think I filmed these 4 days. I forget if I filmed Friday or Saturday, one of those days. I did post a vlog of that, so check that out. I personally like seeing people's lives, that's the correct plural form. I like seeing people's lives behind the planner, so I film that every now and then. Let me know if you like that. So that was Thanksgiving week, and then I didn't end up filming this past week because I don't know, I just needed a break. Things were really busy, and I was just using leftovers. These full boxes are all from samplers from Cinderella paper that she's included in shipments to me, as well as the bow headers are from those samplers. And then I just brought in some leftovers that I had from a really neutral kit. It was like a grayscale kit that I used earlier back in March. Brought those in, and of course all sorts of character stickers. Did some Cyber Monday shopping with Cinderella paper because she was having a good deal. Watched the Great British Bake Off holiday episodes. We watched those I think in January. That's how we got started with Great British Baking Show. So we rewatched all of those because we knew we were going to get 2 new episodes on this day. So we watched the new episodes, and those were great too. Too bad that in America we can't watch the episodes that actually come out this year until probably next year. But that's fine. It was my youngest brother's birthday, and unfortunately there was a fire. There were 2 fires near us this day, actually. So our house was smelling very smoky. Not great. And then I've been working on Saturdays the last 2 weekends because I'm trying to get all my grading caught up. The person whose apartment we're living in right now is thinking that she's going to try to come back around like the weekend after Christmas to move her stuff out. That's all up in the air, of course, with everything going on with the pandemic and also potential snow issues for her driving over here. So we don't know for sure. It's 2 weeks away at this point. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, I want to get all my grading done just in case that happens. I'm trying to get all my grading done by Christmas Eve. We'll see. So yeah, other than that, nothing too crazy this week. We started watching, actually my boyfriend started watching this guy on YouTube who runs a channel called Tasting History with Max Miller. He's a cool guy. If you like British Bake Off, you might like him because he's a big fan of British Bake Off too. And he's talked about that in a couple of videos. But he does cool stuff like reenacting stuff from really old cookbooks. Like he has a lot of medieval recipes. So I don't know. I've been enjoying that as well, and I'm glad my boyfriend found that channel. That's the most exciting thing to talk about, apparently, is what we're watching on TV, because nothing else is going on. Alright, so that brings us to this week. Now, I'm filming this on Sunday the 13th, which means that this week's already happened. So I'm not going to be planning, but I do still want to put stickers down for this week. Basically, what happened last weekend? I don't know. Because I was working on Saturday, and then I just wanted Sunday to relax, and I was just tired, and I didn't feel like setting up the planner for the week, so instead I just didn't set it up the whole week. I kept notes, and I pulled all of my character stickers that I want to use already, so I know what I want to mark, but I don't know. I just didn't feel like planning this week, so memory keeping. Hope that's okay. Sometimes that happens to me. Most of the time I plan ahead, but sometimes life just gets in the way. So I am using leftovers from a kit that I used for Christmas week last year. This is from Cinderella paper. I think it's called no, it's not called Let It Snow. It's called Letters to Santa. So I have the double box and 2 full boxes left. I saved the elements of the kit that were not explicitly Christmassy because I thought I was going to use this for like a snow trip or something. That didn't happen. That's fine. We'll just use it now. I was going to use this little micro kit I have from her this week originally, but because Hanukkah began this week, I wanted something more neutral, and then I can use this next week. Even though Hanukkah ends next week, right? So either way, I don't know. I don't celebrate Hanukkah, but I do try to keep it in mind because I teach at a university and not all my students celebrate Christmas. So it's good for me to know when other holidays are, even if I don't celebrate them. So yes, I have lots of stuff left over from this kit, including a snowy weekend banner. Lots of checklists, of course, because I very rarely use checklists right now. So let's get into it then. I want to make sure I have enough time to do all of this. I think instead of starting with the full boxes, I'm going to start with the actual plans and then kind of fit full boxes in wherever I can fit them in. First though, I'm going to cover up these blue hexagons. I'm not sure if I'm going to cover up the December over here. There's not really anything blue in this kit, so I can't decide if I want to leave the December here. I like having the month up in the corner, but then I also have the month down here. So I guess I could probably cover that up, but let's see if I need that full box for the actual space, or for the actual, let me start that sentence over. Let me see if I need any of the full boxes to like fill in empty space throughout the week, and then we'll go over to the sidebar very last. Does that sound good? Alright, so that's for basically the bottom washi. I like to use these lines. Whoops. I like to use these lines to brighten my dinners for every night, so that's why I keep them open. And these pieces of washi are really great for covering up that hexagon line. So the next thing will be the glitter headers. I have 1 row of glitter headers left over from this kit. The red ones, I remember last year, I was like, I want to do a really pastel Christmas, so I didn't include any of the bright red elements of the kit back then. So we just have a very bright row of red glitter headers now. Alright, so I think that is my base for this week. Before I forget, I'm going to bring in the 3rd Sunday of Advent sticker. Put that on. Do I want it here or up here? Okay, I'm going to put that aside for just a second because I might bring it into the actual column. I'm not doing either of these things today. I'm going to push laundry to next week because I have time next week to do it. I'm thinking I might put the double box on Saturday and Sunday because yesterday I really just grated and then we baked cookies last night. And then today it's like 1:30 right now. It's 2 o'clock right now. So really haven't done anything today other than like hang out with Nathan. Now I'm filming this so that the YouTube sticker will probably go here and then I'll mark whatever we do tonight. But let's put that aside for just a second. I think the first thing, well, let's just go day by day with Monday. So Monday I taught my last day of classes. So I'm going to put in 2 class labels pretty close together. One for 9 a.m. and one for 12 p.m. And normally I would space these out a little bit more, but I want to put in some extra stuff on this day as well. So I'm just going to put these pretty close together, I think. Let's do this green one so that we don't have the the really neutral stickers right next to each other. They might be a little crooked, but that's fine. Okay, so then what was the next thing to mark? Oh, so like I said, it was the last day of class, so I made a little presentation about like main takeaways from each of our projects that we did this semester and what to think about in the final reflection assignment that I gave them. And then I just like had a slide thanking them for participating and you know, emphasizing how, you know, this online university doesn't exist without the students, so thank you for being here. And yeah, I don't know, I felt like that was a good idea. And my 12 p.m. class, one student typed in the chat something like, "You're a great professor," and I was like, that's so nice of you, because I don't always feel like a great professor. Actually, I never feel like a great professor. I feel like an okay professor most of the time. So anyway, I have this little Once More with Love munchkin, teacher munchkin, and I wanted to put that in some way, because I just thought that was so nice. So I think I'm going to use a label. But yeah, that was nice of her. People always complain about Gen Z, and I'm like, they're all right. So I'm going to put in this like tan label. But then people complain about millennials too, and I like, sometimes it really just depends on the person. Come on. Like, every generation has their people who are not great. And every generation has their people who are, they go above and beyond. So, I don't know. Gives me a little bit of hope. So that's me being happy, because my students were nice to me. And then we had to call Spectrum regarding internet, and that was just a big headache. We're trying to transfer service over to us, and they're just not helping us. So I hope we don't end up without internet at some point, because that's another reason I'm trying to get all my grading done sooner rather than later, is like, I don't want to lose internet for a stupid reason. So let's bring in, what does my patterned washi look like again? Remind me. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. Let's use this for calling Spectrum. I have this phone call sticker. It's getting really dark. Sorry, I don't know what's up lately. I have this phone call sticker. This is from Cinderella Paper. I'm not sure if she sells this exact one anymore. I got this as a freebie in one of my orders. So there's the phone call, and then I wanted to mark that I didn't get a job that I interviewed for the previous Friday. I had an interview, not there. I had an interview here on Zoom, and it was a nice interview, but they let me know on Monday that I didn't get it because they just have too many English tutors in the mentorship role, so they wanted to kind of diversify the people who were doing that job, so that makes sense. That was fine. To mark that though, maybe I'll, how do I want to do that? I guess I'll just bring in a piece of washi. This was a really stressful day because I was teaching, so I was tired, because I get very tired as an introverted teacher. And that is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I have an order from her in the mail soon, so I'm looking forward to getting more little Molly cats. And then I was supposed to grade research papers this day, but with everything else going on, I decided to grade smaller homework assignments instead. Normally I've been doing a checklist in the sidebar for grading, but this week, because I did grading took up like most of my days this week, I'm gonna actually put it in the week, the day-to-day. So for this day, let's just go ahead and use a half box. Oh, there's other stuff to mark this day too. So this will be for grading. There's a lot that I had to mark on Monday. Where? Oh, it's right here. So I have a little grading sticker from the sticker party for that. And then I got on Animal Crossing later that day after I was all done working, and Kid Cat gave me his photo. I've been trying to get all of my villagers' photos, and he gave me his this day, so that was nice. Oh, I only have 2 square boxes. So how do I want to do this? I'll use the 2 square boxes for Animal Crossing stuff. That's fine. I'm fine with that. So yeah, I've been gifting my villagers fossils, and for most of them that is working, but for some of them it's not. So I have been giving Marshall fossils for a very long time, and he has not given me his photo, and I don't appreciate that attitude. So if you know what to give Marshall to get him to give up his photo, please let me know, because that boy, I swear. And then this night we watched a bunch of tasting history videos, that YouTube channel I was talking about. So I have a YouTube sticker. This is also from Cinderella paper. And I think I'll just use a little thing to mark that. Whoops. Little paw print, because I don't have anything paw print related to mark right now, so I can use up these little things. And we'll just put a little YouTube sticker. So that rounds out Monday. We had chicken and noodles for dinner. Chicken and like Asian noodles. I don't know. That's how they sell them at the store. Okay, Tuesday. Got a little bit of a later start. The first thing I want to mark is tutoring at 11 a.m. at the community college. So I'll use a work label for that. So what color? Let's use the green color. And then I spent a lot of time grading. I'm gonna put this a little lower, because since this is 9 a.m. and this is 12 p.m., I kind of want to show that this happened not exactly at the same time as what these things happened. I don't know if that makes sense. And then I spent the rest of the day grading. Yeah, so this might be a day to bring in a full box, because I spent a lot of time grading. Do I want to use a half box for that? Maybe. Let's bring in this color. I don't know that I want to do every grading thing in a half box though, but we'll see. Put this down. Yeah, I graded from, according to my notes, I graded from like 1 to 6 p.m. So that was quite a lot. I'll just be consistent and keep putting the grading stickers on the same side, also from the sticker party. And so I feel like it might be a good place to bring in a full box. Yeah, because there's only 2 other things to mark on this day, and they're kind of little things. So let's bring in Let It Snow. It is obviously not snowing where I live, because I live in Orange County. But it's snowing on my island in Animal Crossing, so we'll go with that. And speaking of Animal Crossing, I had someone visit on this day. You might know her. She's Little Miss Allie Plans. She was asking for a kid's tent on Instagram, and I had one, so she came over for a very quick visit. But you know, I need something to mark on my planner, so I'm going to do it. And I don't think I need this $sign sticker, so I'll use that. I hadn't had anyone visit the island in a very long time. We still have all of our Halloween decor up on my island, so yeah, no. Also because I don't really have any Christmas-like decor in Animal Crossing yet, so I don't know. And then we watched more Tasting History this night because he did a tamales episode, which is fun. Nathan's family makes tamales at Christmas. We've had a lot of tamales this year already. Very tasty. His mom made not only tamales for us, but she made Hatch green chili mac and cheese homemade for us. Oof. I never knew I needed that in my life until I had it. I was like, this is good. She'll we don't go over to their house, but she'll send food with Nathan after he does an outside visit with them. So that's how we get food from them. So that's Tuesday. Wednesday, had class at 8 a.m. and office hours from 10 to 12. My last 8 a.m. class this year, my last class of the year. And I'm not on the schedule for an 8 a.m. class next semester, which I'm kind of happy about. It's not the worst, but for some reason there's just a huge difference between teaching at 8 a.m. and teaching at 9 a.m. I do have a 9 a.m. Monday class next semester, but I don't know, for some reason it just doesn't seem as early in the day as an 8 a.m. class does, so that'll be the first thing. And then for office hours, let's use a regular label. Let's use the red one. I don't think anybody came into my office hours this day, which was weird. And then I graded more. At this point, I was finally grading the research papers by Tuesday. I was like, okay, you need to get going on these because you need to get them done. Yeah. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I only have a few half boxes left, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use one on Saturday, so... Plus I have a lot of things I want to mark. There's 4 more things I want to mark. So I think for grading, I have 2 half boxes, 1 square box, which I want to use for Animal Crossing on this day. Let's use a bill due for grading because, I don't know, this might look weird, but will this fit over this? Let's see. It will. Cool. So we're using a bill due for grading, which is different than these 2 days, which kind of bugs me, but whatever. I really like marking the same thing with similar stickers every single day. It's just a personal preference. You can kind of see the bill due, but it's fine. What else? We went on a walk after work, which was good. With fires still kicking up in December, sometimes the air quality is really bad. So, and then sometimes we just get really stressed and forget to go outside, which would help with the stress, but whatever. What am I trying to find? Washi. Washi is what I'm trying to find. Let's use this one for our walk. But yeah, it was nice to get outside this night because by the time Nathan gets off of work usually at 5. And by that time it's dark, of course. So that's fine though, because we get to this night we walked around and saw people's Christmas decor, which was very nice. I recommend doing that if you can walk outside at night. Our neighborhood's pretty well lit, so I'm comfortable with that. Especially now with all the Christmas decor, everything's pretty lit. Okay, that's me being lame for the day. And then I'm going to take my last square box and mark that Zucker gave me his photo in Animal Crossing this day. The lazy villagers, so I have, my first lazy villager was Ozzy, the koala. And then I have Zucker because my former roommate, he wanted to leave and she wanted to get a new villager, and she was like, do you guys want him? We were like, yeah, he's cute. He's an octopus, if you don't know. But the lazy villagers give you their photos much easier than some of the other villagers. So I didn't have to give him a whole lot of fossils before he was like, here's my photo. I'm like, oh my god. Thank you. I'm weird. Anyway. Spent a lot of time with these villagers in 2020. Okay, and then what did we watch this night? We watched a bunch of Game Grumps stuff. I don't remember exactly what. Sometimes I just put on old episodes of their 10-minute power hour of them being stupid. And I just watched that. Because why not? What else do I have to do that's important? Do I want a little thing for that, or do I want something bigger? I'm going to just put that on. That's not the same color. Whatever. I'm going to put it on a plain piece of washi, just so it takes up a little more space. And then I'm going to stick this somewhere. I guess right here for now. I have another YouTube sticker. Like we've talked about, I like consistency apparently. And then Thursday was Payday, so this one's easy because I pulled out this Payday label. I think this is from a Planting Roses kit from a very long time ago. I don't have any Hanukkah stickers, unfortunately. I don't know why that's not like a standard addition to like the sets you get at the beginning of the year to fill out every holiday in your planner, but that's fine. I like having holidays listed in the planner. This has been a lot of talk about this year. I like having holidays listed in the planner just so I know what's going on, because there are some holidays that I won't remember if they're not in the planner. But like, I don't want Columbus Day in my planner anymore personally. That's just me. What else happened this day? Oh, a lot of grading. Okay. Yeah, that's the only sticker I have for this day, I think. Is this the only thing for Thursday, really? Huh. Well, we watched Great British Bake Off, but I think I'm just going to use TV little things for that. So I got paid. I think I got a raise, which is nice. I'm hoping they didn't make a mistake. But my hourly rate, this is for my hourly tutoring job, it went up on my pay stub, so I'm like, cool. I will take that. Is this another day where I should put a full box? I guess so, because I can't figure out what else to put in here. Let's put a half box for grading. And then I guess we'll put in a full box, because I just spent a lot of time grading this day. Yeah, that's what happened. So put that down there. And then yeah, I think I will do the double box on Saturday and Sunday. That just makes sense, I guess. So we got this girl writing a letter, laying on her bed. I always tried to like write or read in this position, and it just always gave me a neck ache. So especially now. This is very cute, but I probably would not sit in this position. Have you seen the meme of like the shrimp in the office chair, and like that's how we're all sitting right now? Because that's actually me. Ooh, an empty sheet. Cool. Yeah, I don't sit in a chair like the way you're supposed to. I usually like sit in it cross-legged, which is probably not good for you. No, I know it's not good for you, but it like makes me feel better temporarily. I don't know. My neck and my shoulders hurt a lot from working at home, but honestly the office chair in my office on campus also was kind of terrible. So actually not kind of terrible, it was really bad. because I just had one of the teaching associates offices that gets traded off like every single year. So the furniture in there is not the best. It's very basic. Okay, so that work label is for my student hour for my tutoring job, and I actually had a lot of students come into that one because their final exam was due at the end of Friday. What happened in Animal Crossing this day? Is this for Friday? Yes, I think this is for Friday, because this is definitely for 2 weeks until Christmas. Okay, cool. So then we started a new season, not a new season, but the last season of Great British Baking Show that we haven't watched. I cannot figure out which season it is. I think it's 2016. I don't really know, but we're watching it. It's, we're finally watching it because we've watched all the holiday episodes, and it seems like there's a lot of people from this season in the holiday episodes. So like Rav, it's the season with Rav and Benjamina and what's his name? He has red hair. I want to call him Daniel, but I feel like that's not his name. I don't know. Just a lot of people who pop up in the holiday episodes, and so now to see them in the actual season that they were competing in, it's fun. Is that really everything for Thursday? I marked down that I blah blah blah. I wrote down that I played Animal Crossing, but I didn't write any special note about anything that happened in Animal Crossing, so I don't know. I think I was really tired on Thursday too. Okay, moving on to Friday. We'll agonize about that space on Thursday later. So I think I'm going to use my last half box on Friday. Let's try putting the double box on Saturday and Sunday first, though. Friday was weird. Not in a bad way, it's just it was kind of busy, so I'm trying to figure out, what is going on with this sticker? I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to mark everything on Friday. Because I had like multiple meetings. Come on. There we go. So double boxes are always fun. But, yeah. Oh, that doesn't take up as much space as I thought. Okay. Sorry, I'm like doubting myself right now. Someone's car alarm is going off. Okay, cute. That looks cute. Now we can do Friday. So I think for Friday I'm going to use the last half box for my grading. Finished up one class's section of research papers. Phew. And then graded. I had this like integrating quotes assignment as homework that wasn't worth a lot of points, but was giving me a headache. Well, actually, no, that one wasn't giving me a headache. The things I graded on Saturday, that's what gave me a headache. So I'm going to use one last sticker party grading sticker. That's the last one I had of that. So for Saturday, you're going to see I had to use something different. And then I had work. Etsy just sent me a push notification. Hey, where'd you go? I'm pretty sure you were checking me out. I put that in my safe for later, Etsy. I'm not buying that right yet. Anyway, wow, it's really dark now. I'm so sorry. I think you can still see. Okay, so I'm gonna put in a meeting that I had at 1 p.m. It was, normally we would have trainings with my tutoring job if we were in person, but I think they tried a training, this is just my perspective, I think they tried a training at the beginning of the semester, and like synchronous Zoom trainings just don't, it's hard to get them really organized, especially when they're only an hour long. That's what I observed anyway. So I think now what they've tried is these community meetings community building meetings like for 1 hour on a Friday, and it's pretty informal. It's just talking about like what's working, and then also like some challenges you're having, and then they have fun questions too. This is peeling up. Don't peel up. So I did that. That was fun. And then I had a meeting with a student of mine because she tested positive and needed to get some clarification on how to finish up our class. Yeah, so I'm just gonna use this. I kind of want to bring in some green, but I also like appointment labels, so I don't know. I'm looking back, I'm wishing I had switched these two because that's green next to green, but whatever. Let's use just a label to mark my meeting. Do I have an icon for that? Could use the push pin. Yeah, so I just needed to get her settled since she's dealing with a lot right now. We have a certain like set of things we need to communicate to a student if they tell us that they test positive, so I had to give her that information, and she needed clarification as to what was going on with our class. All right, what else on Friday? We got takeout this night. I got some really disappointing dumplings, unfortunately. They just didn't taste like anything. It was kind of gross, honestly, so I'll mark that down there in my dinner box. That's what I call it, my dinner box. Played Animal Crossing, and I think this was the day that the snow in Animal Crossing started to stick, so I just have this sticker from Oh Hello. It's supposed to be for like catching bugs and fish, but I'll use it for snowflakes since I think this is the last one I have of that. I think I'm going to put in a piece of washi here. What do I want to do? Not the plaid. Let's do this piece. And then we watched more Great British Baking Show and The Mandalorian. I wasn't really into this week's episode. I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but there's some things happening, and I'm kind of like, I don't really care right now, but I'm going to care about the finale, I'm assuming. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, I'm going to put this over. Why are you both red? That's not nice. I don't like that. Okay, instead I'm going to put 2 weeks till Christmas right here. Let's use the appointment label for that. I need to eat lunch. I'm hungry. I'm a little sleepy. For that, I have this Fox and Cactus girl looking at the mailbox with cobwebs in it because at this point, like my Christmas gifts are being delayed and stuff, which is understandable, especially this year, but I'm kind of getting a little worried that things might not arrive before Christmas, but we'll see. Then I'll put in Mandalorian and Great British Bake Off. That looks fine. Okay, so then, and I would put in a Baby Yoda sticker instead of a TV sticker here, except that there's some reasons I'm not doing that. If you watch this week, if you're caught up with the show right now, you understand what I mean. Sorry. Saturday morning, I graded more research papers and this MLA citation worksheet that I'm realizing I really need to redo because I really hated grading it. If you ever wanted a teacher's perspective, you're getting it now. I have this assignment. It's kind of left over from my TA cohort. Someone in it designed it, and I appreciate them designing it for me because we all shared it, but I'm realizing it doesn't really work for what it's just tedious to grade. So I think next semester I need to set it up as like a quiz instead, and then it can just automatically grade it for me so I don't have to spend so much time dealing with it and calculating what the percentages are and things like that. I teach English. I don't teach math. So like I do enough math to calculate grades, and that's it. So I have this angry grading munchkin from Once More with Love. I try not to put these in my planner too much because I try to keep a positive outlook when I'm planning ahead to like, okay, you're gonna grade this day. But grading those MLA worksheets, I kept putting it off because like I didn't want to deal with it. I don't really like teaching MLA either, if I'm being honest. Like, it's not the most important. Like, it's important to cite your sources, but not like, I don't know. I'm gonna get in trouble, aren't I? No, I'm not. That's the general thing among English professors nowadays is like don't cheat, but also like I'm not gonna give you an F just for putting a period somewhere where it doesn't need to be, you know? Alrighty, so then this night we baked cookies. We made gingerbread from scratch, and it turned out really nice. We burned one batch at least because our oven's really inconsistent. But it was fun. It was nice to do something holiday-ish. So I'm gonna bring in a label. I have this little Fox and Cactus baking cookies girl. I also have some really nice flat lays from Oh Hello. Whoops, what fell? With cookies and stuff on them, like all of these holiday ones, but I don't have space this week, so that's fine. I might use these on the monthly spread, I'm not really sure. And then it was a toss-up between marking the shopping that I did this day or watching Great British Bake Off. And since we watched Bake Off multiple days this week and we'll probably watch it tonight, I'm going with shopping. So I have this shopping sticker from Cinderella paper. And I'm going to take a piece of washi. I ordered from Pete's Coffee because I wanted to get their holiday ornament. And since they have flat rate shipping of like $5, I decided to order some nice coffee beans too. I'm trying out their Yosemite blend, I think it's called. And then I also ordered an Among Us sticker kit because Emily Catherine shared it on her Instagram, and I was like, oh dear, I need that. And I hadn't spent any of my spending money for this month yet, so I bought it. Yeah. Then this morning, I finally batched a bunch of Instagram photos. So I think I have space to put that in, but first I'll put in this little like play button to mark filming this video. I'm gonna need to edit, export, and get it all set up so that it goes up tomorrow morning, which is when hopefully you are watching it. And then let's use this heart little thing to mark batching photos. That is the one thing I did before this that was actually like something to mark in the planner. And I'm gonna use this camera icon, even though of course I take those photos on my phone. I have an iPhone 6S. I swear it takes worse photos than my iPhone 5 did. But I'm being cheap and I don't want to replace my phone right now. So I don't know. If things go well next year, maybe I'll buy a new phone, but we'll see. And I'll put that third Sunday of Advent sticker in that is from Oh Hello. And then after I do all my YouTube stuff, which will take me a little bit, I do want to wrap Nathan's gifts. Maybe. He'll probably be home by the time I'm ready to do that, though. I have them hidden in a closet somewhere. He knows they're there, but I just told him don't go in that closet. It's very hard right now with us living together and also both working from home. It's very rare that we are not within each other's sight. Yeah, so I might do that tonight, I'm not sure. I'll go ahead and put this heart little thing at the bottom of the day, though. Is that what I want to do? No, I'll do a little house little thing instead to mark whatever we watch on TV tonight. We usually watch something on TV, so the house is fine for that. I don't need a TV little thing necessarily. And then if I do end up wrapping gifts, let's see. I think I want to use, I want to use this little bat with a wrapped gift for wrapping gifts if I end up doing that. Bats get a bad rap, okay? And I somehow knew that my camera was not recording and I looked at it just at the right time. So I'm glad you got my thoughts about bats. You did not get me putting down this weekend banner, but I did that because I had space. I was explaining that we had leftovers last night, so I don't have to write anything too detailed for dinner. But let's turn to the sidebar now. I think my camera is overheating and the battery light is flashing, and I wish it would audibly tell me these things. So if I get cut off, you know why. So the blue doesn't really match this kit, I don't think, but do I care? I don't think I care. I also forgot to save a half box for marking stay at home. So I might use 3-bow checklist maybe? That could work. We're flexible here. We use what we have. So I don't think, I didn't track any habits this week. So I don't really know, like I have a habit tracker, but because I'm memory keeping, like, and I didn't keep track of any habits. Hold on. Yeah, it's not like I kept track of any habits, I don't think. Did I? Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there in my in my scribbly planner. Yeah, sorry. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. Yeah, everything is pretty much taken care of in the daily part of my planner. So we'll use the 3-bow checklist to mark what week of stay at home we're on, and we'll leave it at that. Sorry, I had to stand up because, like, getting this section of your planner is hard for me. I really just eyeballed that. It doesn't help that it's very dim in here right now. It might look brighter for you on the screen because I can up the exposure of the camera, or I can open the aperture more. But I can't do the same thing with my eyeballs, unfortunately. I wish I could, but I can't. The best I can do is wear my glasses. Okay, so I don't hate that. That's fine. Maybe I can bring in some of these in the sidebar since we have space. Or maybe I should just leave room for photos. That's another thing I haven't been doing. Interesting. I have 2 of this sheet because I purchased this sheet and then I purchased the 4-pack set, but none of these are really holiday-y. These ones are definitely holiday-ish. Just making sure I'm still recording. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. There's a documentary on Netflix called Hot Chocolate Nutcracker, and I really want to watch it. As someone who grew up with ballet, And I also grew up going to the Nutcracker performance by the Sacramento Ballet a lot, and I tried out for it when I was 8, and it was my first real disappointment in life, and I cried about it for the rest of the day, and my parents were like, oh dear, you need to get over it, this is life. I'm like, okay, but you also, I've never played competitive sports, so I don't know what losing is, and I just lost big time because they didn't want to cast me in the Nutcracker. Little backstory to Jessica. Anyway, sorry about that. Had to get that off my chest apparently. But yeah, Hot Chocolate Nutcracker, I want to watch it. I think it would be a really great holiday watch. So I have 2 different like stickers here that have gingerbread in them. So let's use the one that has like a little package marked to Santa. Let's put that like, I'm getting creative, y'all. Weird. Let's use this last piece of pattern washi from this section. And then put that on top of it. I don't know. That's cute. I just wanted to use some of these because I have them and I never use them. And then, you know, if I have photos of our gingerbread cookies, I can put them in the sidebar here. Alrighty. Let me go write everything in, and because this is glossy paper, I need to use my Sharpie Ultra Fine Point. I'll go write that in, and hopefully I remembered to put everything in on a sticker. Sometimes I find when I go to write everything in, I forgot something, but it's fine. Just a minute. Alright, that is everything written in, but I realized there was one more thing, like important thing that happened on Friday that I want to mark. So I'm going to put in, I need to find like a medical sticker. I'm going to move down the Great British Baking Show and Mandalorian down to the bottom, and I'm going to put in a little thing, and I'm going to find like a medical related sticker. I don't have a lot of those because I don't go to the doctor a whole lot, because by the grace of God I don't have a lot of issues, so I don't go to the doctor that often. But I think that one will work. This little girl, I don't remember what shop she is from, but she's holding a pill. And I'm gonna mark that the Pfizer vaccine was approved, because that is something, a historic moment for us, and I want to have that in my planner. Or should I use, no, I think she would work, because the stethoscopes don't really match. And I'll write that in, because it's feeling like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, honestly. So let me write that in just a sec. So yeah, I put in Pfizer vaccine authorized because that's more accurate. Yeah, we're not through this yet, but I am very open to this idea, and I can't be one of the first ones to try it out, unfortunately, because I don't work in healthcare, and I don't work in any sort of essential job. You know, I teach at a university, and that is online. Although sometime this week, the university system said we're like probably going back to in-person next fall, which begins in August for us. So they're gonna need to get me a vaccine before I go back to in-person. That's my view of it anyway. But yeah, I also wrote in my dinners, although I don't have any record of what we ate on Wednesdays, so I don't know if I can fill that one in. And obviously I don't have tonight filled in because I don't know what we're making yet. But yeah, that is my memory keeping. This sticker refuses to stay down. That's my memory keeping for this week. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry I couldn't do a regular plan with me this week, but it just wasn't gonna happen. I might do memory keeping for the rest of the year. I don't know. I need to get my act together. Like I said, we might be moving stuff around in this apartment around Christmas, so we'll see. But thank you for joining me today, and I will talk to you later. Goodbye.